Hello, Los Rakas. It's a pleasure to be presenting to you today. We're all very excited to show you all of our hard work. I would first like to introduce myself along with my team members. My name is Angelina.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Luce.
And I'm Michael.
All right, so we know you expressed interest in promoting yourselves on TikTok, and we also think that's a great idea. I just want to hit you with some hard facts on what exactly investing in this platform means and why it's a good idea. So the first key takeaway is the large audience that TikTok has. Specifically, the app has over 2 billion downloads. It's available in over 150 markets and in 39 languages. As you can imagine, that's a lot of eyes on your content. Especially since 66% of TikTok users are under the age of 30 and 68% of the people who listen to your music every day are also in that age group. Those are your people. The second key takeaway is that users on TikTok are very engaged. On average, the US users open up the platform 8 times a day. The users are also product-centric, meaning they're more likely to buy a product in order to feel part of their community, and they're open to advertising. And lastly, this is a platform for entertainers such as yourself. As you know, The Box by Roddy Ricch and Old Town Road both got their start on TikTok. The Box spent 11 weeks on the Billboard Top 100 and it had over 1 billion streams. Other mega stars like Drake, Dua Lipa, Doja Cat all had tracks promoted on the TikTok platform before landing on the Billboard charts. This is the impact of TikTok.
All right. So now we're going to talk about the SWOT analysis. SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Now, the big takeaway from the SWOT analysis is basically to focus on the objective. Los Rakas, you have a unique story to tell. This is definitely your strengths. Don't focus so much on the weaknesses and the threats, but keep those in mind as well. Some of the weaknesses that can be optimized is just the lack of social media experience on TikTok, and just making sure that we optimize your page. And that's where the opportunities comes in. Just gaining a strong TikTok presence, creating content that feeds into your other social media channels, and just increasing that awareness. And then when it comes to the threats, just big players on TikTok, whether it's other artists or influencers, consider the algorithm of TikTok as well and how it filters content. And then other apps similar to TikTok, there's big players that are coming out pretty soon. Keep those in mind as well. And just the next slide, Gabe is going to take over.
Yeah, so when you're trying to get into using a new social media platform like TikTok that you're not super familiar with, we understand it can be kind of intimidating or confusing to know what you want to post, what you think people might want to see, all that. So we just listed a few artists that you can kind of take inspiration from. It's kind of a good starting point is take other people who are similar to you, people that have similar personalities or interests or musical styles, like J Balvin, like Charlie Puth or Wiz Khalifa. And kind of just look at their TikTok pages, what they post, what does well for them. You can kind of utilize what they do for yourselves.
So before we get into our strategies, you must first understand the TikTok platform. So this is TikTok 101, aka the best practices. The first thing, TikTok uses hashtags to send out videos to people who are engaging with similar content. It's important to make sure your hashtags are always relevant to the content that you are posting. Think about hashtags like keywords. For example, if you're posting a clip about your song Poquito Más, you'd use hashtag Los Rakas, Poquito Más, hashtag Black Music, hashtag FYP for you page. Number 2, participate in challenges. A lot of TikTok's fuel comes from users participating in challenges. So it's very important that the Los Rakas continues to create their own challenges, like the hashtag Los Rakas challenge, as well as engaging with challenges circling on TikTok. My personal favorite challenge are the lip sync challenges. And then number 3, using trending sounds. You can get creative here. So use anything from a funny voiceover to a trending song or sound. You can find trending sounds on the Discover page and at the top of your recording screen by clicking on the white music icon located at the top of the page. Number 4, use your own sounds. Because the Los Rakas brand is music, you really want to use this platform to your advantage and use original sounds whenever possible. This is a great way to create user-generated content, which in return will optimize your brand.
Number 5, shoot vertical videos. You'd be surprised how many people forget this and end up shooting their videos horizontally. The problem with shooting your videos horizontally is that they come out smaller on the app versus vertical videos that fill the entire screen. So vertical videos are not only important for your account's aesthetics, but they also allow your content to be viewed in the clearest way possible. Number 6, limit the length of your videos. So TikTok allows you to create up to 60-second long videos, but you really want to keep most of your videos between 15 to 30 seconds long. Number 7, follow pages that will boost your popularity and engagement. As you continue to use the platform, your For You page will continue to get more and more curated, highlighting what accounts you're engaging with, commenting, saving, and sharing. So it's important that Los Rakas is following pages that share a similar audience. This way you guys have similar accounts to draw inspiration from. And last, don't worry about being perfect. Have fun with it. This platform is young, lively, and fast-paced. So just tap into your younger selves and have fun and show off your great personalities.
So now that you understand how the platform works, let's get into the strategies we've created for you.
All right. So now we're going to talk about the segmentation strategy. Now, overall, when it comes to the segmentation strategy, it's really just finding a way to stand out in the best way possible. Really tap into the question of who you are. Find the elements that make up who you are and focus that on a specific audience. So, tap into the audiences that are here in the Bay Area, tap into audiences that are in Panama, tap into audiences that like, the weed culture, tap into audiences that are social justice warriors, find out who you are, connect that to authenticity, and then deliver that within, your voice through content.
So in tandem with the segmentation strategy is the product strategy. So you're as Mike stated, you're building the personality and the relatability of Los Rakas, and then you're also going to push your product, which is artists, is your music. And first, you want to make sure you have your music on TikTok, which you can, if you have your own distribution service, that works obviously, or you can use Distrokid or TuneCore for that. You want to make a music page that allows people to use clips for their videos. That'll help create user-generated content, which can increase your awareness and exposure and takes more pressure off of you guys having to make all the content for yourselves. And you can promote your music by posting TikTok videos, using the sounds, or you can also amplify that promotion with paid advertisements as well.
All right, and moving on to the content strategy. When it comes down to deciding what style content Los Rakas should post, these are some of the ideas my colleagues and I decided on. The first being duets. Duets are really special on TikTok because they allow TikTokers to create user-generated content in the form of a video response, which in return creates that organic engagement between artists and their followers. So here is just a video of a dancer duetting another dancer, and it looks really cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Okay, awesome.
I saw you bad. When me a bend over, me a wine and catch. Inna the air, me a wine and catch. Take a pre-meal up when you wine and catch. Position like a W, wine and catch. Wine up your good body, girl, punch all the blood.
All right, second up are memes. Memes are a great way of showing fans just how funny and relatable Los Rakas are. By sharing your good sense of humor online, you're letting the world know just how funny and relatable Los Rakas are. So memes can be created in the form of a lip sync, blooper, funny, or a funny duet.
Ya te lo limpio, ya te lo limpié, ya. Chúpale la nariz.
Music. Always use Los Rakas music whenever you can. You can do this by uploading your own music to TikTok and remixing trending sounds with Los Rakas music, specifically for TikTok purposes. One of the songs that we thought would make a great TikTok is your song, Time Is Up. And challenges are my favorite part of TikTok. You can have so much fun creating and recreating challenges here. All you have to do is scroll through your feed to find a challenge that interests you and then try it out, or better yet, get creative and make your own.
Wipe it down. Wipe it down.
Put a finger down if you have been called a racial slur. Put a finger down if you've been followed in a store unnecessarily. Put a finger down if someone has crossed the street to avoid passing you.
And movements. TikTok is a great platform to talk about politics and share your beliefs with your fans. We highly encourage Los Rakas to use this platform to speak upon issues that resonate with the Los Rakas community. And going live, like Instagram, going live is also something you can do on TikTok. You just need about 1,000 followers before getting started. And lives are important because they give your fans an insight to your day-to-day life and create a more intimate relationship with your fans.
All right, so getting verified. This is the best way to display your brand's authenticity. Getting verified is pretty much like that stamp on Instagram that gives you that popularity and influence. It increases your audiences and decreases turnover rate. So you can do this by daily posts, which are necessary for your content to be promoted by TikTok's algorithm. Number two, we want you to make sure that you're posting your best content on the weekends, because that's where a majority of users are spending their time. And whereas the optimal posting times for the weekdays are from 6 p.m. to midnight. Collaborating with verified TikTokers is also another great way to get verified. This will allow you to gain followers from other entertainers that you admire. And then after implementing all three of these steps, you can reach out to TikTok to get your verification.
All right, so now we're going to talk about what it means to have a content calendar. Kind of going back to just focusing on the objective, we want you to stand out in the best way possible. And then creating a content bucket, I think, is the best way to do that. So when we say content bucket, it's really just a weekly schedule of content that you will be producing ahead of time, and then plugging that in within days for the next week or the week after. It's a strategy that gives creators a structured timeline, and it also like helps you generate content without having to worry like, okay, today we have to make this video, when you already have it in your back pocket. Examples of videos to produce for your content bucket would probably be like, you know, a dance video, a challenge video, show off your lifestyle, and then have those, you know, just save them in your back pocket for a rainy day. Below here, we have a little calendar, just kind of showing you what an example of what this could look like, whether it's a quick video of your personal life, a rap verse to Gasolina, or, you know, a dance to your track loco. We want to make sure that, you know, you stand out and you focus on the objective. And now we're going to talk about paid ads.
One last option that we wanted to offer to you guys is using paid ads. It can be a really great way to amplify all the content you're pushing. They can be pretty pricey, but they can also offer great results in terms of spreading awareness and making profit. However, our group is really focused on you building stuff from the ground up and utilizing all the organic options that you have. So this is just something we wanted to state that is there, but not something we think you should focus on anytime soon.
All right, so now that you have all of this information, we wanted to walk you step by step of how a campaign launch would look with us. So step one, we want you to really create that music library using Distrokid or TuneCore or your current distribution service. Again, this allows users to pull music directly from your TikTok page onto their own content, and it would help spread your music throughout the platform. Step 2, create several weeks worth of content, about 4 to 5 pieces each week. One week you can have variety, as we talked about in our content calendar. It can be unrelated but relevant to Los Rakas as a whole. And then the next week, if you have a new song coming out or an album that you want to promote, you can do content based solely on that.
Step number 3. So remember to repost and engage with your fans just like you do on Instagram. Keep content strategies in mind to help your existing audience attract new audiences. So just continuing to repost those videos that your fans are sharing on TikTok related to Los Rakas, and continuing to engage with fans by responding to their comments and liking their posts. Step number 4, repurpose content on other social channels to bring awareness and followers to your TikTok account. This could be in the form of sharing snippets of your music videos on TikTok, or even just posting your TikTok videos on your Instagram stories so that your fans know that you're using that platform. And step number 5, once the campaign timeframe ends, evaluate your insights to see what your audience is responding to and which content pieces you may need to tweak or remove. So at the end of the time frame, we'd really love to hear what worked best for Los Rakas and what didn't, so we could continue to create content for you guys.
All right. And that's the end of our presentation.
Thank you so much.
Guys, peace.
Come back if you guys want poquito más.
Yes.